Alright, my fellow YouTube hunters, welcome to video number 16. This time I'm hunting without a CTX. I'm actually hunting with a borrowed Explorer, and that's because my CTX is on its way to Austin, Texas, where I traded it for an E-Track and an AT Pro. And give you an idea, we're standing up on top of a real super big hill, Overton Valley, Wayne County, Ohio. And with me is Northeast Ohio Hunter with his CTX that I missed very badly. And we have permission to be hunting on this property with a bunch of old foundations. And he has already ran across the signal and thinks he hit a super old button. And I'm going to take you down in here. And
first, this is the first piece I pulled out of this hole while I was trying to trace down my target.
Look at the thickness on that thing.
Yeah, 1/2-inch thick glass, and there's air bubbles in the glass, so it's pretty crudely made. And then I have second piece was a old cracked porcelain piece of a plate. And then I don't get excited over buttons. I'm not a button collector, but I will tell you what, this is probably the coolest button I have ever found. And I found Civil War buttons, and honestly I think this is cooler. I have no idea what it's made out of. It almost looks like it's made out of like abalone shell. It's almost like a little translucent, so to where you can see through it.
You went too quick for me on that.
Sorry. The holes are definitely hand drilled. I mean, you can tell because they're not perfectly lined up. The button is not perfectly round when it was originally made, and it's got luckily for me, it's got a metal rim around it, which is the only reason I found it. And it's got a cool little cut slice all the way in the back of it. But I have no idea how old that is. It's got to be 1800s, possibly older. I'm gonna have to maybe do some research, or hopefully somebody that knows something about buttons can let me know a little bit more about it. Here's the signal. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of steel that is around it. It doesn't seem to be rusting. So whatever, brass, copper, I don't know, but it's coming up really low.
What I remember was about buttons, that big button like that, that's how they used to make them back in the 1800s, because they were real big.
Yeah.
So.
And it was definitely homemade, and I would like to know the material it's made out of too. Almost looks like a petrified wood, really. I think it might be like a seashell, I don't know. Don't know. If anybody knows anything about that, definitely leave it in the comments.
I'll take a good snapshot of it here in 2 seconds. But
all right.
We'll definitely get back with you here if we find anything else on this relic hunt today.
Oh, I did.
Hold on.
I did find this. Looks like an old belt buckle. Got design, and I see a couple like letters on it. I'll have to wash it up later and get a little better close up on that to figure out what that is. So far, so good. Hopefully, it turns out some coins.
All right, we'll be back with you. All right, welcome back. This has gone from metal detecting to basically bottle glass hunt. I mean, we're in an area right now that, I mean, all we're doing is finding pottery, and look at that. That's just plain neat right there. Old bottles. So yeah, we're basically on our hands and knees just scraping the dirt right now, finding all broken glass and just basically having a good old time. Old bottom of a, looks like a old medicine bottle or something, but that's kind of neat. But yeah, we're in a full 911 relic hunt, and the rain's starting to come down, but it's not slowing us down. Look at that, more pottery. I'd like to find all the pieces to that jug and glue it all back together.
I'd like to just find an edge and start digging a hole one out.
Yeah.
There's a big piece of that old cracked porcelain.
Yep.
That stuff's old.
Here's another piece of that. Look at this here.
Oh wow. Oh wow, it's got hand painted flowers on it.
Yep.
That stuff can date back super old.
Well, yeah, we're definitely in old neck of the woods, just having a little fun. Get back with you if we find anything else.
Just was digging, got a signal with my pinpointer, and And sure enough, it's a handle to a knife with the blades just rusted completely off of it. But it almost looks like the handle is made out of bone or ivory, or it's not wood. It's way too dense. But it's not even rotted. I mean, the metal is just decomposed to nothing, but yet the handles are still in good shape. So
yeah, when they made knives like that with the rivets going through the bone and everything else, and that thing's neat.
Man, I'd like to know what that handle's made out of. That's pretty cool.
Well, we'll get back with you again in case we find anything else.